Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Roblox Island Royale. Today, I'm going to be going over my keybinds, and I've actually changed these up recently, which you might be able to tell. But to start it off, I'm going to just go ahead and hop into my keybinds, and then you see the normal mouse button too. My edit is shift, and then rotate. You should always keep that as R. That's because it's basically what it is in every game. Building slot 1, which is floor, I use Q. And then build slot 2, which is stairs, I use K. And then building slot 3, which is my wall, I use equals. Now, of course, I don't actually use those, so I'll go into that in a minute. Toggle build, I don't use that at all. I just use the buttons on for my slots. And then start chatting, obviously, yeah, slash eject bus space, definitely. Toggle crouch, I actually use X instead of C, or if you use it, control. The reason for that is because I used to use C as my floor, because I found it that when I was using F for my ramps, that it was easier because C and F were closer together and on the keyboard. And then use emote, I changed that to B. It was originally like a little squiggly line. And keybinds in game, I just changed it to that so I could use K for my ramps. And then yeah, mouse button 1 for use hit. Open inventory, I use Alt, which is the generic one. Change building material, scroll. Pick up revive and is E. And reloads R. And then for my first slot, I use tab. And if you those of you guys who have seen my videos and you pay attention a bit, I used to use Q, but now that's my floor because I changed it a bit. But luckily, tab is not that far away from Q. And for the rest of the slots, now instead of having to use 1 for this, which I didn't even have to, I use 1, 2, 3. And here, I'll give you some extra details. 1, I use for my SMG, or like close range weapon. But I use 3 for my shotgun and then 2 for my sniper. I use Z for any assault rifle or an automatic weapon I have at the time. And then F I now use as my healables. And for the last one, I use W as sprint, and you might think, well, you use WASD to move around. Well, here's the thing. There's no auto run in this game. So what that means is that the closest thing I can do to make an auto run, because that's what I'm used to, is using W. So that's what I do for that, and then it opens up shift to be my edit. But now I'm going to go into what I use for this K and equals. Okay, so here is like my mouse setup and stuff, and as you can see, I have 7 buttons on my mouse. And for slot 1, 2, and 3, or for button 1, 2, and 3, you should definitely keep them as those. Otherwise, you're just, I don't know why you're doing that, but I highly recommend that you just keep them normally. And then, as you can see, for 4 and 5, this button right here I use as equals, and then for the 5, I use K, which is my ramp. Now, I used to use 5 as my wall, but then I wanted to use like my other keys as something else, and this is also what the pros use, so that's what I changed it to. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this video. So if you guys did learn something, go ahead and leave a like, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more videos. And as always, Iron Phoenix, out.